Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Moonflower Tarot. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So let's start. So the purpose of this video or tarot reading is meant to be a message for Taurus, a message that was meant to find you from the universe, from whatever cosmic entity you believe in, especially if you believe in alternate spirituality. So here we have this really big multifaceted tarot spread for you, Taurus, and we're also going to be casting some charms after the reading. So yeah, let's start. So, as you know, there is an eclipse coming up on June 21st. However, this video is timeless, so whatever eclipse is coming up towards you, the moment that you clicked on this video, that could apply as well. So, yeah, let's go right ahead and jump in. So here we have the Sun, we have the Seven of Coins, we have the Ace of Coins. We've got the Knight of Chalices, Justice, and the Ten of Chalices. So the message I'm getting here is that you were maybe in a bit of a state of, up until recently, or maybe it's even lingering now, it may be a state of not depression, but just this really emotional state where normally, I think as a Taurus, you like being grounded, you like feeling stability, like really strong root chakra energy. However, I'm feeling that that might have been a bit of a burden recently, a little too much, if you will, and you kind of felt like, hey, normally I like stability, I like security, like repetition, but recently I think you were really in this state of, I don't know if I like this anymore, and you just kind of felt out of it because it's really uncharacteristic of who you are, and you just felt really out of sorts, maybe a bit shaken up emotionally due to something, some kind of event that happened that just left you kind of feeling, I'm almost getting this energy of a bit exhausted or a little tired or fed up basically, where if you look at this card, it's like this person needs a drink, like a little cocktail, like, oh, I need a glass of wine. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. And however, I'm seeing that karma is coming in, especially closer to the eclipse, or maybe even after the eclipse happens. I see that justice is coming in. There's going to be a change here related to, I'm seeing some kind of emotional some emotional thing that you value in your life, some kind of emotional fulfillment. I really see that happening soon for you, mainly because here I'm seeing you've been putting in a lot of work, whether it's a creative passion or your personal life or whatever is really important to you. I'm seeing that you've definitely been putting in the work here. And it has not been in vain, because karma is paying attention, and Lady Fortune is saying, well, Taurus, I'm going to lend you a hand, as literally pictured by this hand here that's lending you. It's like Lady Fortune is saying, here's a coin, for you as a reward for all of your hard work. I'm getting this image of like working hard, like repetition, long days, long hours, and also putting in a lot of work when it comes to your personal life, like your personal relationships. You've been really building upon that, trying to keep it together, that kind of thing. Maybe even organizing activities for everyone, given the times, virtual activities as well. But yeah, here I'm seeing that it's going to pay off, some emotional fulfillment here. Like you see this angel coming in here, emotional fulfillment. Ultimately, you're going to be really happy after the eclipse. I think you're really going to feel this feeling of okay, like finally my hard work is starting to pay off. Finally, these long days, long hours, or all this social effort as well, trying to keep it together, trying to organize all the events, trying to, be that sort of rock, that's kind of what I'm getting, like this rock of solidarity. You've really been putting in a lot of work here, and Lady Fortune is paying attention, and once again she is lending you a hand, like lending you some luck, some fortune, some money may be coming in possibly as well, but just good luck overall in all these areas of your life where you've been putting in so much effort here. I'm getting Taurus. And also here we have the sun. So yeah, it's like, speaking of the eclipse that's coming up on June 21st, or whatever eclipse is coming up towards you when you clicked on this video, it may be an upcoming eclipse at that time in the future, possibly. So here we have like this eclipse sort of imagery. It's gonna really herald things into your life. The bringing of Lady Fortune, Lady Luck, Lady Karma, lending you a hand, like here's a reward for all of this hard work. Multiple areas of your life, I'm seeing you've been working on it, working really hard. And also here I'm seeing that it's taken a toll, Taurus. Yeah, it is your time to, rest. It's almost like you're finally getting that break to get that nice glass of wine, you do you, like self-care, self-nurturing, self-love, a little treat for yourself here. And I think Lady Fortune, with the eclipse afterwards, you're really going to feel a change. You're really going to feel like, okay, I'm finally reaping rewards, the rewards that I've been working towards and that you deserve, quite frankly. And here we have some more messages here. So we have the Queen of Creating Beauty. So Taurus, I'm getting this vibe. This is a genderless reading, so you could just ignore the gender. But I'm getting this vibe that whoever you are out there, Taurus, I think the universe is pulling you towards creativity. So if you had an artistic passion, painting, drawing, making something with your hands, I'm really getting this energy of creating something with your hands, of baking or cooking or making like cookies or molding things with your hands, welding. This could even be like woodworking, painting, sketching, these things, or even just arranging flowers in your home, arranging like a garden, tending to like a little garden or like a menagerie of succulents or little flowers, plants. I think you're really going to enjoy this, and it's really going to bring you some spiritual peace and really help you get more in tune with yourself, to make yourself more grounded, but in a way where you don't feel so stuck, like you don't feel so claustrophobic and so like immutable, basically. And then here we have honoring oneself. So Taurus, I think it's really important to, with the coming of this eclipse, the heralding of this eclipse, I think it's really important to really get in tune with honoring you. I think you've been spending a lot of time, once again, honoring others, honoring the groups that you belong to, honoring your family, honoring your work, like your work obligations, whatever obligations, that you have. It's like you've been really honoring those things. But I'm seeing here that now is the time. Take the time to honor yourself. Once again, I'm seeing this image of floral arrangements or plants, like a little collection of plants in your home or in your, veranda, or like in your patio or something, windowsill. This is really going to bring some light in your life, really beautiful energy. And I just want to remind you, Taurus, that you are ruled by Venus. traditionally, so it's natural for you to crave, comfort and luxury, the feeling of luxurious things and beauty. You appreciate beauty, I think, more deeply than other signs. And I think with the coming of this eclipse, this is really going to be highlighted here. This creating of beauty once again. It's something that it's like a gift that you have, Taurus, that not everyone has. And I think you should bond with that gift, express that gift, and it's going to bring you more happiness, it's going to bring you closer and more in tune with the things that you want to manifest in the universe, because you are going to gain that spiritual sort of healing perspective, bonding with yourself, and in turn bonding more with the universe as well, being one with the universe, as they say. And then here we have wild. So believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. So once again, Taurus, if there has been a pattern here of putting other obligations, other people's needs, other responsibilities before your own, before self-care, before treating yourself to a nice bath, treating yourself to beautiful arrangements that you wanted to make in your home, cooking yourself that nice meal, that nice cake or cookies that you wanted to make, bread that you wanted to take time out of your day to bake, even banana bread, whatever, it's easy to make banana bread. Just, little examples here of things that you could do to really treat your senses, all 5 of your senses: taste, smell, sound, sensation, and then obviously beauty, creating beauty in whatever shape or form that is, whether it's art. It's a way of honoring yourself, because once again, Taurus, you have strong Venusian energy. It's in you, it flows and courses through your veins, this Venusian gift of creating beauty inside yourself and around you, you know what I mean? And in expressing that, you are honoring yourself. And another way to honor yourself is to really think about your environment. Is my environment that I have created around myself, this reality that I have created around me, is it one that honors me and my true inner subconscious? Like, do you ultimately feel like you're surrounding yourself with people and things and energies that you feel nourished by, that you feel one with, and that you feel really honors you, honors your heart, your mind, and your soul? Because if these things, if you ever for a moment feel like they're not honoring you and you're not being appreciated, or you're not fully able to be you, I would really highly question keeping these things around. And I would also maybe even consider changing these things in your life that don't fit with honoring who you are, Taurus, because this is very important. I see with the coming of this eclipse, this is going to be even more highlighted, even more, there's going to be a stronger emphasis on the importance of this. Creating an environment where you feel like you're honoring yourself and that's one with yourself, and also creating beauty, allowing yourself to exercise that gift, that Venusian gift that you have inside you, to create beauty around you, inside you, flowing in your environment. Because that's what, if you look at like ancient times, like historical texts from ancient times, like the ancient Greeks or Romans, the ones that worshipped Venus, they would make it so that, beauty, the shrines that we're honoring Venus, would be filled with beautiful things and, sensual things, delicious foods, wine, just beauty, happiness, wonderful sensations, that kind of thing. And ultimately, that's the gift that you have. So yeah, practice that art, that passion, that, creativity that you have, whether once again it's painting, sculpting, baking, making bread, floral arrangements, welding, woodworking. It could really be anything. It could even just be like sketching, doodling, and then, turning that into something else, or maybe even, like creating a scrapbook or photography. The list goes on. There's so many things you can do. Taurus, you have this gift, this natural Venusian gift, so use it. And here we have TikTok. So I'm seeing here with the coming of this eclipse, I think time is going to play a really important role in your life for some reason. I'm seeing that if you've been feeling this sort of listless feeling of just feeling, you like being grounded as a Taurus, you like the security, you like the hibernation mode, but I think it's getting too much where you feel like things are stagnating, almost even too much for you, Taurus. And I think, yeah, once again, in conjunction with that, along with that, because you've been putting so many other obligations and other people's needs and other responsibilities before your own, and feeling this sense that you've been kind of like losing sense of time at some points. You've been basically I think the big message here from the universe is to focus more on where you're putting your time and energy. Maybe even create a schedule, like a daily schedule, a weekly schedule. I think that's more realistic. Like how many hours am I putting into this? How many hours am I putting into that? And also in conjunction with honoring yourself, think about what things in my environment am I putting my time into? Like how much time am I putting into? Is it effective? Is it productive? And is it ultimately adding value to my life and one with my own values and the things that I value as, a Taurus with that Venusian energy? Because, all the zodiac signs, they require different things to feel at home and in tune with themselves. And that's something to consider. So next we have Camellia, peace, be calm and calm will come. So I'm seeing, yes, once again, you've been feeling overridden with other responsibilities, other obligations and things, but you have to create that peace for yourself. And, once again, that importance of honoring oneself, honoring you, taking that time to really take that nice bubble bath, a little glass of wine with maybe like your favorite show, getting a mani-pedi. Well, obviously now with the times it might not be safe, but, even taking the time to give yourself, microdermabrasion, for those people out there who, really want to treat their skin. As a Taurus, I know you value things like that, luxuries, like little treats for yourself, beautiful things. So yeah, indulge in those things. Allow yourself to, because as a Taurus, I think that you are obligated to treat yourself and do that for yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your Venusian placement. And with that peace, when you feel in tune with yourself, in tune with who you are, I think you're really going to feel at peace. And that's when I think karma, Lady Fortune, once again, is going to lend you that luck, that beautiful energy of, dreams, wish manifestation of things that you've really been putting hard work into when it comes to your personal, emotional, and career departments in your life. So next, Taurus, last but not least, I'm going to actually cast some charms for you here. Let me just take a quick sip of my tea. Okay, so I'm going to cast some charms for you, Taurus. Let's see what we have. Actually, let me lay out this. No, okay, yeah. Let's just cast them on these cards. So what do we have upcoming for you, Taurus? What messages do we have? Okay, so here we have the scissors, we have the peacock, the key, we have the pipe, we have the starfish, and then we have the letter A. Okay, let's zoom in on these charms. Okay, so with the scissors, I'm seeing that there may be a real importance here in cutting ties with something that's been really, I'm getting this sense of something's been taking up too much of your energies. Something's just really been sapping your energy. And I think you are kind of a people pleaser, I'm getting, Taurus, but you gotta learn to say no. You know, with the scissors, it's like, you know, stressing the importance of knowing when to say no, you know, cutting things off when they no longer serve you. I think that might be important here. And then here we have the peacock. So once again, yes, honoring yourself, honoring your own beauty, self-care, you know, being proud of who you are, and surrounding yourself in an environment where you can really do this in a natural way that's comfortable for you. And then here we also have, so we have the key. So with the key, I'm seeing that once you get in tune with yourself as a Taurus, with your Venusian energy, that creative gift to create beautiful things, it's going to unlock that, you know, fortune, like I said earlier, that Lady Fortune, Lady Luck. It's going to unlock her presence into your life. And then here we have the pipe. So this is just a little warning against maybe some addictions. This might not be drugs or anything, you know, or alcoholism or anything serious like that. This could even be as simple as addiction to social media. It could even be maybe even addiction to your phone. This could be maybe an addiction to, you know, sweets, caffeine, anything of that kind. Just be careful, because I know right now you've been putting so much hard work in. Meeting those obligations hasn't been easy. You know what I mean? It takes a toll. You need self-care. You need to honor yourself and surround yourself in an environment with people and energies that honor you. You know what I mean? And then here we have the starfish. So I'm seeing here that pay attention to your dreams that you have. Pay attention to signs, omens that you may see in the universe, random signs, because I think that they could be really significant here. It's your intuition, your subconscious, you know, washing up on the shore, washing up on the beach, you know, it has things to tell you. So pay attention. Maybe even start a dream journal, jot down whatever you remember as soon as you wake up from a dream. You know, it doesn't have to make sense. You could just write down random words or gibberish, but you know, later on, you know, go back to look at it. It might even be helpful to maybe even draw something or paint something from the words that have that you've jotted down from your dream. That may really be, you know, not just fun to do, but may really give you some serious insight here when it comes to some signs or omens or intuitions from your dreams. Here we have the letter A. I think I'm getting this vibe that there's somebody in your life whose name starts with the letter A. This could even be a middle name, especially if they go by their middle name. Possibly like an Adam, an Aaron. This could even be female name, like Amy or Annie, Amanda, Amber. But yeah, male names, we got Aaron, Adam, yeah, there are all kinds of names here, but I'm seeing that, yes, this person in your life whose name starts with the letter A. Or this could even be like, let's say just randomly you work for a business or company that starts with the letter A. Something like that. This could be anything, but I'm really getting more so in your personal life, a person, or maybe even this could even be a city like Atlanta. That might be significant for some reason. Or it could even be a country, Australia, something in your life that applies to your personal life, whether it's a name of a person, a city, a country, or even the company or the, whatever business that you work for. The letter A, just really think about it. What's significant in your life that starts with the letter A? Because I'm seeing some significance here for you, Taurus. It's really going to be pivotal, especially with this eclipse coming up. This is really going to open your eyes. Just focus and reflect on this entity, whatever it is that starts with this letter A. Okay, so I hope this was insightful and helpful, Taurus. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, Taurus, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So I hope this was insightful. Bye.